Alright, I should be live now. I am very, very sorry for the delay. I meant to start this way earlier, but I got caught up with something. And now, I'm a little late. So actually kind of pretty late. But, let's try and catch up. Still have to do some stuff with the settings. Don't I? Okay, 79% of the state is in. Try and get the results up now. Because there are a lot of results I need to update because it wasn't here. Alright, well, at least I got all the Democratic races now. Yeah, I feel terrible for being late to this. Now we gotta get this one all set up. For one, it's not even scrolling yet. So let me get it to do that. Filters. Scroll. Gonna do it around. That should be about right. It'll do fine. Now to actually fill in the proper results. Also, let me see if I can get the watch page up. Would you be so kind, YouTube, as to let me to get that up? You're not gonna let me get that up, are you? Are you? Here we go. Gonna mute it real quick, because I do want to be able to see this. Okay, now I'm back to the results. Getting them put in. Alright, that's most of the races. Let me check and see if anyone's here. Okay. Now I need to get the actual video going. Display capture didn't want to work. Well, now ain't that something? Okay, let me try and get that on. Wow, it isn't gonna let me. Wow. Okay, well apparently you can't see my screen because OBS does not want me to show it. Well, I'm just doing nothing. Let me look at everything else. See if there's anything I can do. Nope. Well, let's try and get back to where we were. Come on. There we go. Well, viewers, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to be able to show you my screen. There's not much I can really do about that, it looks like. It won't let me show my desktop. Which is a little weird. I mean, I could stop the stream, but... Well, in the chat, let me know if it's worth stopping the stream so you can see the desktop screen. In the meantime, I'll just try and keep updating the results. Because there's still a few state house results I haven't put in. I'm going to try and look for both Democratic ones and Republican ones. Okay. Alright, so I'm a little late to streaming this, so I'm trying to get the results all up on the scrolling things as quickly as I can. There's a lot of them, unfortunately for me. The 26th and the 28th. Yes, I do mean all of them. I just realized it doesn't even fit the screen. Wow. I can't even do it. It won't let me. Well, that's disappointing. Okay, so it won't let me put those. So I guess I'm just going to have to live with not having them. Okay. Like I said in the chat, let me know if it's worth ending the stream for a second so I can try and get my desktop screen visible. Because right now I can't get that at all. Also, there's supposed to be a runoff happening for, no, not a runoff, a vote in Memphis about runoffs, and it's not on New York Times, so I'm going to go and see if I can find it. Okay. Now I'll give you some commentary when I'm done, because there is stuff to talk about. It's just I'm trying to find some stuff. Local ballot measures. Okay, that's not being voted on tonight. You lied to me. I'm disappointed. I'm gonna get rid of all this. Actually, not get rid of it. I can just hide it. There we go. It's off the screen. Out of mind. Okay. There's some stuff to talk about. So, here are the results we know so far. Carl Dean and Bill Lee are the nominees for governor. Now, the governor's race was a key one. Bill Lee is the winner, projected with 92% of the vote in, with 36.8% of the vote, to second place candidate Randy Boyd's 24.6%. In the Senate contest, unsurprisingly, Phil Bredesen wins the Democratic nomination. Marsha Blackburn wins the Republican nomination. Phil Rowe survived a small challenge in his district. Renee Hoyos was nominated to the 2nd district for the Democrats. The Republicans nominated Tim Burchett. Chuck Fleischmann, I think that's how you say it, 79.4%. He survived his challenge. Scott DeZagalius, 70%, easily surviving his challenge. Maria Phillips, nominated for the 4th Congressional District in the Democratic primary. Don Barlow, nominated in the 6th District, Democratic primary. John Rose, nominated in the Republican primary. Justin Canoe, nominated for the Democrats in the 7th. In the Republican primary, Kustoff survived his challenge from George Flynn. That was a key race. He he did survive. Steve Cohen easily surviving his small challenge in the 9th district in the Democratic results. So those are the biggest results we know so far. In terms of the key races that are still out, well, actually, let's start with the key races that are currently in. So the Tennessee governor's race, we do have a winner in that. Billy was not expected to win this thing a long time ago. Diane Black was, but how things change. In the 2nd congressional district, Tim Burchard was easily, more easily at least than some people thought, nominated for the open seat. I forget who. I think it was just someone retired for that one. But yeah, we have results in those. In Tennessee's 6th congressional district, in the Republican primary there, John Rose is the projected winner, defeating Bob Corlow, Judd Metheny. This was a key one, because Diane Black's an open seat, and, well, you can count it as a loss for the Tea Party, because that was Metheny. Metheny was for the Tea Party. That's a loss for them. In the 8th congressional district, that was another key one. Kustoff survived his primary rematch with George Flynn from 2016. And those are the big ones of the key races that we don't have anything on. But we do have state house seats and we do have state senate seats that we don't have anything on at this moment in time that I'm still trying to get worked out. In terms of the stuff we don't have in, the big one in the House of Representatives races is District 8. John Boatner, Erica Pearson in the Democratic primary. Neither of them expected to win in November, but it's a very tight race for this primary. 99% in with just around a couple hundred votes, less than that separating them. Hey, welcome back. It's going. A little late to this one, but I'm still trying to wrap my head around all of this because I kind of got a lot here to talk about. Alright, do we have that? Still trying to look through the key stuff we have. Not getting much. But in terms of the other key races that at least I identified, the State House 49th District, where is that? Where is that? Okay, in the 49th District, the incumbent representative Mike Sparks has a narrow lead against challenger Tim Morrill with 46% of the vote counted. Need to get that into the scrolling thing. And for those curious, this is because of a governor sort of thing. There are Republicans who support the governor on a gas tax plan. There are Republicans who oppose it. Mike Sparks is actually against it. Morrill supports it, so that's what this primary challenge is about. And the other ones, in the 89th House District, we do have a projected winner, if I can, and it is Justin Lafferty, up by 4% with all the votes in. We see election night votes in. And then there's House District 92, where Rick Tillis is ahead by 13% with 100% of the vote counted, though there is no projection yet. Rick Tillis is facing a challenge from a former state rep who's criticized him for voting for the Haslam plan. So that's the rundown of what we don't have, essentially. That's still out, at least of the key races that I've identified. I still need to try and get some of them, you know, here. And if I'm correct, there was also a Senate contest. Yes, there was. Let me see if I can get to it. In the 33rd Senate District, no votes reported yet. So we are still waiting on that contest. Let me see if I can find it on the Tennessee Secretary of State website. Most of them. I mean, there are a lot of ones where there's a big lead with 100% of the vote in that just isn't projected yet. I wish I knew why. I'm trying to find stuff through, you know, the Tennessee Secretary of State website, like we did in Georgia, if you remember. And I'm still trying to find it. Tennessee is not looking as easy as Georgia. The interface isn't as nice, I don't think. Okay. TN Secretary of State election results. 2018. Still nothing. Okay, there we go. So, let's see if we can get that 33rd district. So yeah, nothing is in the 33rd state district. And what's going on there, by the way, is incumbent Reggie Tate is facing a challenge from nurse Katrina Robinson, who is running as the more progressive candidate, criticizing the incumbent for voting with Republicans too much. So we don't have anything in on that race yet, around 3 hours after the polls have closed. How disappointing. Other than that, there aren't really any big things outstanding, in terms of important stuff, anyway. Because it looks like most of the stuff, as you said, was kind of cut and dry. Though there is that one House race. I think it was House. Yeah. Well, actually, you can see there are a lot of tough House races. Well, you can't, because I can't show you my screen. Oh yeah, do you think it's worth restarting the stream so I can get my desktop view on? Because OBS is not letting me do it for some reason. I'm not sure if it's because I'm streaming or not. I could try and fix it, but I'd have to go offline to do so. So, tell me if you think that is a good idea. If it's worth it. Might as well make it democratic. The decision. But yeah. State House 29. I still have to get some of the State House results onto the scrolling thing because we're a little late to this. It is looking like a tight one in the 49th House District. where Mike Sparks is only 2 points ahead of his challenger with less than half of the vote in. Yeah, I just mean, what do you think? Like, because I'd also be offline for a second. I mean, just tell me what you think. I mean, to be fair, I still have to get some of these results onto the scrolling thing that you see. Yeah, the 49th. Let's go to the 89th. Alright, so I'll be back in a sec. We'll see if we can get my desktop on here.